Hello everyone from Laredo Food Fanatic. My name is Tim Gutierrez and I have the honor and the pleasure of being the first celebrity chef on Laredo Food Fanatic. They asked me to prepare one of the foods that I actually do pretty well, and I think that everybody actually has a food or a recipe that they're pretty good at, be it some killer nachos, be it spaghetti, be it whatever. And one of the dishes that people have told me that's pretty good is my green chili chicken enchiladas. And I'm going to have to explain a little bit about that. You know, I've lived here in Laredo now for more than a decade, for 12 years now, and lived in Texas for about half my life, but I'm originally from New Mexico. And in New Mexico, green chili is king. We pretty much have green chili with every meal. Probably about 90% of the meals involve green chili. It's not a jalapeno, even though we use jalapenos. It's very similar to a California chili that are used in chile rellenos, or a poblano pepper that a lot of people know in this area of the border and also in Mexico. So this is the New Mexico green chili, one of the ingredients we're going to use today here. We're also going to make a sauce. I think sauce is very important to every meal. And today we're using cream of chicken. And actually you can get any type. It's just the soup. You know, they make it in Campbell's and they make it in Hill Country Fare over at HEB. Also going to use cream of mushroom, and they also have it in Hill Country Fare over at HEB, but you can get it in several brand names as well. And you know, if you can't find fresh chilies because they're out of season a lot of the times, you can also go over there and they actually make it in a can if you want to be a little bit lazy. Here's La Victoria whole green chilies. You can see over here that they have some chili that says Hatch, and this is actually diced up already for you. And they also have it here in Hill Country Fare as well, green chili. So if you can't find this fresh chili right here, well, you can also go to the store and you can get it in a can. So that's pretty convenient right there. Also going to need chicken, obviously, because it is, a green chili chicken enchilada. You're going to need some cheese as well. So we got our cheese right here, and you're going to need your corn tortillas, which we have over here, and we're going to actually fry up in just a moment. But first of all, just want to explain a little bit about how we prepare the green chili, which is a process in itself. Here is the green chili right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to get the fresh one, because you want to do one of two things. You want to boil it. A lot of times in homes across Mexico and here along the border, they boil the chili, and that's how they make the green salsa. Sometimes they'll actually roast it as well to give it an even better flavor. What we do in New Mexico is we actually roast it. So we're going to come over here, and here we have some set to go into the oven to get roasted. And first step we're going to take right here is we're going to punch it with this forks, because if not, these will actually blow up in the oven. So we're going to punch it right here. Okay? And to get it lubricated just a little bit, we're just going to put a little bit of oil on it. So we're going to put a little bit of oil on it right here, and we're going to lubricate it. And we're going to have to actually get in there with our hands and kind of just, kind of lubricate it. And that way, it kind of protects the skin of the chili as it goes into the oven. So we're going to head over to the oven, and we're going to pop this in right here. We're going to pop these chilies in right here. And they're going to take roughly about 10 minutes to roast, and then they're ready to go. But for time's sake today, we actually already have some chilies that have been roasted, and we have those over here. This is how those chilies that we popped in will look after we take them out of the oven. You'll see they'll kind of disinflate, they'll kind of lose their fullness, and they'll become kind of a soft chili like that, okay? We're going to take it over here so we can prepare these actually. And what you have to do, first of all, is you don't want all this black stuff, some of the skin, so you're going to take off the skin real quick. And you're going to take off the top and take as many seeds as possible as you can out of the chili. You're going to drop it right here. You're going to get another one and repeat. Take off all that skin that has come off as you roasted it in the oven. Take out some of the seeds. It just depends how hot you want it. You can leave some of those seeds in. You're going to take off the top. Take off that skin, because the skin just gives it a consistency that you really don't want in something like this. So you're going to put it over here, and you're going to go and get a knife. Come this way. You're going to come with your fork and knife, and you're going to kind of cut it up because you want it in smaller chunks. Obviously, you don't want it to be a whole chili. you want it in chunks because it's actually going to be part of the sauce. A lot of people like to blend this. I don't really like to blend it because I like the consistency of, you know, having just some of those chunks in there of chili. And really this is the main ingredient of the green chili chicken enchiladas, so it's very important. So that's how we chop it up, okay? So we go right there. You're not done there because you need to actually add spices to it. What we have here is some onion powder, okay? Garlic powder. We got some black pepper here. We actually have some vinegar. We're going to add some vinegar. And actually, my grandmother, who is one of the best cooks in the world, I feel, I'm sorry about that, Mom, but grandmother uses vinegar in so many of her recipes. So we're going to use a little bit of vinegar. And we can also use some lemon juice as well. So we're going to do that. I already have all the spices together here. We have garlic salt, onion powder, and black pepper. Just going to put a little bit on top like that, just a little bit, just to give it some spice. Put a little bit of vinegar. A little bit of this Hill Country Fair lemon juice here. Just a little bit on the top. And there you have your green chili ready to go. For time's sake, we're not going to go ahead and peel all this stuff. We already have some over here. And for time's sake, we already have it all mixed up. It already has all the ingredients that we told you about there, and it's ready to go, okay? So next step we're going to take here is we're going to come over here, and as many people do, they fry up, you know, their corn tortillas. So we're going to fry up some corn tortillas and get them frying here. And as that happens, we're going to make a casserole essentially. You know, a lot of people will get up the tortilla and they'll actually roll them up. You have enchiladas that are rolled up like that with cheese inside and meat sometimes, chicken. Some actually lay them flat and then make kind of a casserole with it. Well, that's what we're doing today. So this is frying up here. So what you do, once it fries up, you want to go over here. You want to take off as much of the grease as you can, obviously. And you start making your casserole. So we're making the casserole right here, okay? Now for time's sake again, I already have some that we've done so that we don't have to take your time in making these up, but all of these have been fried, okay? They've all been fried and we're ready to go. We're going to make our casserole, the base of our casserole here, okay? We're telling you earlier, let's get this out of the way here. We're telling you earlier that every good meal has a good sauce. And again, we're going to get our cream of chicken. We're going to scoop some up, and we're going to actually make it the sauce that'll go on top of your enchiladas here. And as you put it in the oven later on, this is all going to mix down, and it's going to taste awesome. Next, we get cream of mushroom. We're going to get our cream of mushroom. That'll be part of the sauce. You know, a lot of people in New Mexico like to measure this exactly. I'm actually sweating here a little bit. They say every good meal has a little bit of sweat, a little bit of dirt, and a little bit of flies. So anyway, sorry about that. But here we go, making the sauce here. So cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, making the sauce. Then we're going to get our green chili, and we're going to actually pour it on there. A lot of people are very concise. You know, they'll put it exactly, you know, half a cup of this, half a cup of that. I kind of do it by sight. And that's kind of what I learned from my family as I learned this. So there you got your sauce, okay? So your sauce on top. There we go. And put this to the side. And then on top of that, enchiladas need lots of cheese. So we're just going to go crazy with the cheese right now. Go crazy with the cheese. And there's probably shaping up to be an enchilada that you're probably familiar with, because they, you know, the cheese enchiladas and there's chicken enchiladas. So you're probably familiar to this. So you have your base here. This is basically your casserole shaping up. And then you'll put another maybe 4 layers on top of that, the same way. Tortilla, sauce, chili, and we're missing one crucial ingredient, obviously, in this, and that is your chicken. Well, I came over here. We have some chicken boiling right here. It's boiling, and that's how we prepare the chicken, is by boiling it. And then here's the finished product. We actually have a breast of chicken. And then we actually cut it into small pieces. And the reason for that is that we can take our chicken, we're going to cut it up into little pieces on top of the cheese here. I was almost forgetting a crucial ingredient here, chicken. We were almost ready to pop this into the oven, and that's not how we can do it, especially if we're going to get that chicken taste, which makes it all the better. So again, plenty of chicken, and you want to put a lot of chicken on there, a lot of different ingredients like cheese, lots of that as well, and that'll make for a great green chili chicken enchilada casserole if you put quality ingredients and also put plenty of it. So that's what we're doing right now. So again, in New Mexico, we eat a lot of green chili almost at every meal, as I was saying. And the green chili is actually what we make red chili in New Mexico out of. You see it right there? And basically what that is, we get one of these green chilies here, and they'll put it on what they call a ristra. This is a ristra in New Mexico. And it'll dry out in the sun, and eventually it'll make these chili pods here. You take that chili pod, you grind it up, and then it actually becomes this powdery stuff right here that a lot of more people are probably more familiar with this. This is used throughout the world, and obviously in Mexico, Latin America, and throughout Hispanic cultures. Back to the green chicken enchiladas here. You can see that we put our mixture of cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, we put our chicken, and then we put our cheese in there, and the chicken is ready to go. This you would take and you would layer it 4 or 5 times, until it's till the top. Fill the top with cheese, and then you'd pop it into the oven right here, okay? Now, for time's sake, let's see if I don't burn myself here, but for time's sake, we already have a casserole that is ready to go. I'm going to place it over here so you can check it out right there. Move some of our plates to the side here to be just a little bit neater. And there you have it. I'm going to actually flip it up for the camera here. This is the green chili chicken enchiladas from New Mexico. One of the family recipes that we have for many, many years, using the green chili for just a tasty, tasty treat. It really is my honor and my pleasure to be the first celebrity chef here on Laredo Food Fanatic. I hope you learned a little bit about the culture in New Mexico and a little bit about the great food. And Laredo has a great culture. They have great people. They have great food. But I just wanted to share a little bit about what my family is all about in New Mexico. And again, the ingredients, we'll be putting them on Laredo Food Fanatic. And in the next coming weeks, coming months, we're going to have lots of celebrity chefs. If you have any ideas, you can also email us at gutierreztim@sbcglobal.net. If you have any ideas, I know we're going to get the mayor, we're going to get some city council members, we're going to get different people from the community that'll be doing up some dishes. Certainly some of the personalities from Telemundo Laredo and also from KGNS TV and also from CW Laredo. So look forward to our celebrity chef area of Laredo Food Fanatic. So again, these are all the ingredients for the green chili chicken enchiladas from New Mexico. A wonderful dish and very tasty. And to you, happy eating and happy cooking.